Hey, this is Eddie from Wunderlich, and in this short video, I'd like to show you our sport engine protection bars that we offer. They fit the R1200GS, the R1200R liquid cooled, and the R1200RS. So we decided to install the blue engine bars. These bars are actually offered in 4 different colors. The blue really matches really well with the Rally Edition frame. We also offer them in a red color that matches really well to the R1200R liquid cooled red frame. The real cool thing about these is they're a really low profile engine bar. If you're not looking for something that's real off-road worthy, but you want to keep your damage prone cylinders protected, this is a great alternative to getting these massive bars on your bike. It's perfect for any kind of street rider, commuter, any kind of riding you're going to do where you're going to be on an urban environment on the street, because they're low profile, they're not going to stick out too much. They're extremely sturdy to the bike. They fix to the engine block, to the front top of the frame, and to the front portion of your main frame. So you can be assured that these things are really attached to the bike, and in case of any kind of tip over, the first thing that's going to happen without these bars installed is your valve cover is going to kiss the pavement. And depending on how hard that goes down or how hard your bike lays down, you could cause a lot of damage. You could just simply crack the valve cover and you're going to be spewing oil out the side as your bike's running, leaving you stranded on the side of the road. So to prevent any of that from ever happening, we highly recommend that you consider protecting your investment with our sport engine protection bars available from Wunderlich. An added benefit to these bars is they're extremely easy to put on. You could put them on your garage floor, really anywhere. You don't have to take anything off your bike. Everything comes supplied. I'm actually going to show you right now how easy it is to install these engine bars to your bike. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to install. We're going to start with the left side. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just unpackage everything, get all your hardware laid out. Pretty much what you could do, if you have any questions, you can always refer to the instructions, but you're going to have the same length and same amount of hardware on either left or right. So you can essentially cut the hardware right in half. The only thing that you want to take note of is it comes with 4 spacers. Okay, so the 20mm spacers are going to be used at this bottom mounting point here. So those you're definitely going to need. We also provide you with 2 additional spacers. These are 18mm in length spacers, and these are designed for if you have a spoiler, which are found on the R1200RS and the R1200R liquid cooled. It's an additional part from BMW. If you have that installed, then you will need these spacers to get these engine bars installed in that bike. But since this is a 1200GS, we're not going to need them, so we're going to discard those. And first thing we want to do is remove this front mounting bolt. It requires a T50. All right, with this bolt out of the bike, we're going to be reusing this bolt. The next thing we want to do is install this silent block to the bottom of your cylinder head. You'll notice that there's a threaded hole at the bottom that's already there. So with this fastener, you just want to add a little drop of medium strength Loctite to the fastener and then start threading it in by hand. Okay, so once that's in, I really just have it finger tight. It's really all you need. With some thread locking fluid, it won't back out. Now we're going to go ahead and fish the bar in very carefully without scratching anything. And then just to get the bar in the right location, we're going to put that bolt right back in that came out, just to kind of hold the engine bar somewhat in place. Okay, so that's can just kind of hang there. The next attachment point is going to be this bottom one. So you're going to have an 8x40mm bolt with an 8mm washer, and this is where that spacer is installed. You want to make sure it's a little bit taller one. This is the 20mm length spacer. Once again, we're going to add a little drop of thread locking fluid to the threads, and the bolt's going to go in, and the spacer is going to go in between the engine bar and the engine block. All right, everything's just finger tight. All right, the last mounting point is going to be the 8x25mm bolt with an 8mm washer. That's going to go through that upper mount all the way through. And on the back side, you're going to follow it with another 8mm washer and the 8mm nylon nut. All right, now we have all three fasteners in just finger tight. The last attachment point that we're going to want to put on is this bottom one. And I found out that you want to tighten this one absolutely first, because what that's going to do is going to suck the bar up into the bike and make it form to the bike more properly. So the first one we're going to tighten down is that little, this little Allen screw that goes into the silent block at the bottom of your cylinder head. So once again, we're going to add a little drop of thread locking fluid. So now that we got the silent block set, the bars are pretty much in the location where we're going to want them to be. The last step is going to be to torque these three fasteners to spec and then finish up the installation. On the right side is going to be the same bolts, the same torque specs, just opposite side. All right, so the first torque spec is going to be 38 Newton meters, and that's going to be the existing bolt that we removed and reused. 38 Newton meters. All right, the bottom front mount with the spacer, this one's going to be 19 Newton meters, and you're going to be torquing it down with a T45. All right, so the last mounting point is going to be this upper bolt. That's the one with the nylon nut in the back. There isn't a torque spec on that. It does have a nylon nut. You want to make sure it's nice and snug. Don't over tighten it. It won't back out as long as it's nice and tight. So you're going to want a 13mm wrench on the back. And then you're going to use the same T45 you used on the last bolt. And there you have it. That's how easy it is to install. So the right side is going to be identical to the left side. Same size hardware, same torque specs, just an opposite end. All right, so there you have it. These are our sport bars available for the R1200R, the R1200RS, and the R1200GS liquid cooled. They're offered in 4 different colors. We have them all in stock here at Wunderlich America. And if you have any questions or like any additional information on these bars, you can find a link in the description below, or please visit us at www.wunderlichamerica.com.